think I was wearing a hat for that.
No,
that
I don't think you
podcast.
were either.
Well, that probably didn't help.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Once again, Dave, the beer tender, who was great to us last time. Great place at Alloy. Is it your
one of the owners is my older brother.
older brother? Yes. And you guys have graciously allowed us to come back again, so we didn't screw up last time.
No, not at all. It was a good time last time. Yeah.
Thank God.
It was a very good time last time.
Yeah. So, I was going to ask you a question. Are you getting season tickets for next year?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
And what section are you in?
On the midline, not bench side.
Okay. Sterling, where are you at?
I'm on the midline, not bench side.
Oh,
I'm upper deck though.
Oh, I'm not upper deck.
Yeah.
Oh, lower deck? Oh.
We were bench side this year.
Yeah.
Midline, 17 rows up. And next year we got the same exact price tickets. Row 8, midline. opposite side.
Yeah, once I picked, there wasn't anything lower deck in the mid. So I'm literally right on midline.
Which is just fine.
But you're still close.
And
And you got the heaters when it's cold.
Yes, exactly.
Blasting down.
I also don't believe that there's going to be a bad seat in the place.
No.
It's,
I know that when I picked my tickets, they described to me that my seats were roughly row 18 of TCF, and I'm in row 17 this season.
So you're going to be as close, but maybe a little higher. I would assume.
a little higher and a better view.
Yes,
because you don't want to have a 10-foot drop from the stands to the field.
And the nice thing is I like to see the formations work, and so it'll be nice being there. Hey, and again, it's next to the heaters.
Yeah, and we pre-ordered our Gold Cup tickets yesterday.
Nice.
I was just talking about
we were
that
talking
before
about
the
that.
podcast.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to go there for that?
Exactly. That's a double header. It's going to be a good
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
A bunch of us went down to KC a couple of years ago for the Gold Cup, U.S. and the Gold Cup.
It was versus Panama, right?
Versus
I think
Panama,
it ended up being a 1-1 draw, but
Yeah.
that was kind of a disappointing Gold Cup.
It was disappointing,
if I recall.
But Jurgen was out at the bars. Remember, he was out at the bar
at the
beforehand.
Kansas City Live. No, it wasn't Kansas City Live, but
It was
the Power and Lights District.
Power and Lights District, yeah.
That was kind of cool to see. One of our favorite spots in Kansas City.
So, Dave, is Alloy going to be out at the new stadium? Are you guys going to have a beer out there?
We do not have the brewing capacity yet to do
Not yet?
We actually have a connection to the head chef at the bank.
Okay.
At the big one.
Oh.
And they've asked for our beer, but they go through 50 kegs of each beer every day.
Holy jeez.
Good God.
You have to go watch them.
It might be the same.
Do you need some help brewing it? We'll come in.
And we're in the process of upgrading the brewing system, but it's still not even going to be close to the size it needs to be to do a professional sport.
So maybe in like a couple of years you'll be out there.
And do you have the space here existing that you need to expand your process?
We can expand 2 times the size that we have now.
Okay.
But after that, we'll have to go somewhere else and get an offsite brewing.
Okay.
A warehouse that we can put the big ins in.
Yeah, because they, when we're talking about the new stadium, they said there was going to be how many beers? They said they were going to have
96.
96 different
As they
beers.
should.
As they should.
As they should.
And I'm hoping that a lot of our local breweries will be on tap and
I think it'll be a good representation. I mean, at the end of this last season at TCF, more and more craft beer showing up, and I think that next year it's going to be.
I'm excited. I'm excited for their beer garden. I'm telling you, that's where I'm gonna get a seat in the stadium, but I'll be standing in the beer garden the whole time.
And we were talking about getting tickets for next year. Maybe if they offer a standing room only ticket, maybe that's
why
good
wouldn't
enough
you?
for a game or two.
Well, it's the same thing the Twins do. Is they offer standing room only tickets, and you look at it and you go, "There's so many bars and things around there.
Yeah,
why just get a standing room only ticket and just walk around the whole time?"
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and it's a Twins, so you don't have to watch anything to know what's going on.
Not yet.
So
Same thing, $7, and it's actually worth it.
Yeah, I mean it's
$7.
It's a good deal.
Well, that was like at before we went to the MLS and we were at
Blaine,
Blaine. The standing room beer garden part there was great.
We would buy tickets and stand right behind the goalies.
Yeah, we would buy tickets for seats and then just stand.
Yeah, that's what we would do
that's
too.
what I did too.
Heckle the goalie as much as we can.
In his own, I used to heckle him in his own language. I used to look it up on Google and be like, "Where's he from?" I swear there was a couple of them that were like from Russia or whatever. I do. But again, thanks to Dave. and Alloy for letting us out here.
Yeah,
Stevens.
As long as we have David with us, this is something we're definitely going to bring up, and maybe David can tell us a little bit more about it. But you're right in the middle of you call it your Novem-Beard promotion.
Yes.
So you definitely tell us a little bit about that.
So we are doing an American Cancer Society benefit there. That we have 21 participants. That on the 1st of November, we all got together and all of us shaved our beards. If you'd have seen me 13 days ago, I had a beehive on my face.
And how long had you had been growing
6 months.
6
so
months.
I started in April, and I cut it off first. And I was in a wedding a month ago, and you couldn't see the bow tie. If that can explain it. So, no, I miss it. I miss it a lot, but we're trying to raise as much money as we can for Americans.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
very cool.
Me and one of our other beard tenders, Chris, he had been working on his beard for 8 years.
Holy shit!
Wow.
And he shaved it off.
You shaved it off?
His wife is not happy.
Oh, I bet not.
His wife was not a huge fan of me talking him into shaving his beard.
Oh.
So now you're kind of having a little competition for the month. To
Yes,
see if
between Chris and I, for longest beard and most money raised here, and then it's also with the rest of the participants.
Okay.
So we have a big get together on the 30th at Bad Weather Brewing in St. Paul.
Okay.
They're the home base for the fundraiser, and it'll be a competition between. We're doing the sprint, so longest beard growth in 30 days.
All right.
And then they're also doing 4 other categories of just beard competition. So a mustache, full beard, 6 inches or shorter, 6 inches or longer, and then there's a freestyle where you can cut your beard into whatever you want to and have fun with it.
You could do like a Raleigh fingers. You could like roll it up.
I was going to say that.
That's why I always want to do a Raleigh fingers. That's why I want to get it.
I've
out.
done it twice. It's hilarious. It's expensive. Because if you have a thick mustache, it takes an entire thing of mustache.
To roll it
Really?
up. Wow.
See, my facial hair would look like yours after like 6 months.
This is
coming off
8
tonight,
days,
I'm done.
9 days.
9 days. Wow, that's pretty good.
And I told my wife after I shaved it off that I would not be doing it again.
Yeah, it's tough.
I have 2 huskies at home, and the day after I shaved it off, it was 33. And the walk in the morning, I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah,
I used to have a chin warmer, and now the wind is literally spitting my chin. So.
I've never grown a beard before, but I'm going to give it 2 weeks and see what happens. I'm going to at least go through next weekend, the next Gophers football game, outdoors, cold weather.
Yeah.
So I figure any little growth on my face I think would help out. And I'm just a bit curious. I have about 5 days in now, so we'll see what happens. I've never tried to
I
grow
wish
one.
that was 5 days.
You guys have
This is
known.
coming off tonight.
That was like 13 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably about my 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have known me since high school. I got this when I was in college. My first year of college, I grew this out, and I rarely take it off.
Yeah.
My wife hates it if I do it. The problem is now, if I start growing it out, I got a gray patch, like right on the side.
My gray comes in right down here.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's the weirdest spots, you know.
The thing about being blonde, we don't have that gray issue.
Yeah, whatever.
As fast. It's there. You just can't see it.
At least I admit it as fast.
Yes.
Yeah, so aside from going to the website and donating to the cause directly, are we by, I think I read it right, by every pint of is it Brimley's Port, Brimley Stout?
It's the porter, our pewter porter, the Brimley Stout, our Beehive Belgian Ale, and our tropical Whitsuckle.
All right, I already donated.
$1 per
And
pint.
$1 per pint during the month of November.
Awesome.
Very cool. Okay.
Of those is going towards the fund. Chris has 2 beers. I have 2 of the beers. I have 2 of the beers. So we aren't taking each other's money. So it's still a competition between us.
Sure.
So if you come in, I'll push you towards one of those 2 and not Chris's.
What are Chris's 2 beers again? I won't drink those today.
Chris's are the porter and the tropical, and mine are the stout and the beer.
Oh crap! I drank one of Chris's.
It's
son of a.
That's why
Money's going exactly where it's supposed to go.
That's why I started out with a stout, not just because I love stouts.
Oh,
So
because you want to help him out.
Of course.
There you go.
Yeah, so you can people can come in here, donate. We have donation boxes here, or you can go to the website, our Facebook page.
I mean, that's great that you're doing this for us, for everybody. And, we're going to get back into our stats stuff. Dave, you want to hang out?
I'll hang out for a little bit.
Hang out.
The guy behind the bar right now is a little worthless, so if we get busy, I'll have to go over there.
Feel free to chime in if you want to.
Yep. So I guess we were just finishing up, we were kind of doing in the 2018 season by the numbers or stats specifically, and we're down to the last one, and I think it wasn't quite. It was about just after the last time we were here at Alloy. Remember the good old days back in July when we were actually sitting here on this podcast talking about our playoff chances?
Yeah, I remember those days.
We thought we would be sitting here, not here, but on decision day, we'd be, just maybe winning you're in kind of scenario for the Bruins. Well, I guess the other stat that jumps out is the 3-game win streak that happened in July, and that was Real Salt Lake, New England, and LAFC, that 5-1 drubbing, which
when we got our hopes up.
Yes, our hopes
were all excited.
That was literally the game that ended it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the Quintero? That was his hat trick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, that was Toronto, wasn't it?
Oh,
Toronto.
Yes, it was Toronto.
That was just the drubbing of the century.
Yeah.
That we actually looked like we were a team.
Yeah.
And then
but it was literally the end.
It was. And
downhill.
when we were looking a couple podcasts ago, we were looking at the Loons level in the standings. I think they finished 10th in the conference.
Yep.
And then for the longest time they were at 9th. But there was that one point in the season, and it was right after that 3-game win streak, where I think they peaked at 7. I think it was 7, maybe 6 for a moment.
We were in playoff contention, like above the line mid-season.
Okay,
So
and that was
we had-
coming off that 3-game.
We had podcasts where we were talking about what needs to happen.
right.
We need to win these next 2 games, and some other things need to happen so we can jump up. And of course, that didn't happen at all. So that was the kind of a review of stats. Dave, thank you very much for the stats stuff.
So it's our awards.
Now we're going to jump into our awards. And
So you can certainly chime in on this.
Dave the Beer Tender can jump in to our awards. We will.
I can do that.
Yes. Now, Sterling has given us a list that we all agreed to. We all took a look, did some research.
It was not a dictatorship.
No.
I asked for more input.
You
no
asked
one
for
gave
input. We did. So we're going to start off. We're going to start off with some podcasts. There's 2 podcast awards we're going to start off with right now. Get that out of the way. Here's one that's going to get everybody all riled up. Best location.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel bad considering we've got somebody from this location here.
And here's the deal, right?
So should we start off by listing the separate locations?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
let's start. I'll list them all. Okay, so we've had Sterling's basement
Yes.
for
If
a couple.
that wins, I'm not going to be very happy.
No. We've
But
had,
hey.
And
My
John
basement's
was
pretty
at-
sweet.
yeah.
John, you were at one of those, 2 of those actually, weren't you? 2 Sterling
at
basement
2.
episodes. Good for you.
I put a lot of money into that man cave.
I understand.
We've had we've had my garage numerous times.
That'll be on the short list for top 3 for
Yeah.
sure.
We've had Omni,
Yep.
Steel Toe, Evictus, of course Alloy here, Dual Citizen, and the Beer Garden,
Germania, yes.
Germania,
Yeah,
which is no longer open.
Sadly.
Sadly, no longer. I can't say there's been the best one. They've all been
Yeah.
great.
It's tough.
The thing I was talking about, and I was talking to, who is it? Nick, who's doing his comic book release here.
Yes.
I was talking to him about this earlier. I said, every place that I've sent a message to has been totally open to us coming to their location and doing our podcast. I have not had one that said, you know what, we really can't have you here. We don't want you here. That's that. They all say, hey, come on out. Even the second one with Alloy, they're like, hey, come on out again. We don't mind you guys being here. We like having you guys here. It's great. And most of them put their things on their Facebook page or their Twitter accounts, and they have a good time. So I can't say that there's one that
Right.
is the best one,
It's tough. Yeah.
because all of them are different,
Yep.
and they've all been very great to us. I will say this: there's one brewery, I'm not going to name it. It's not this one. There's only one brewery that I'm going to say that's kind of been like okay, and then it really didn't like do anything.
And I think we all know which one that is.
Yeah, and I'm not going to name names, but
Oh, you can go ahead and name them. No,
I'm not going to name
I'm
names.
kidding.
But
Just to make it
there's-
more
yeah,
interesting.
it's-
But no, we all do know.
We'll probably not go back to that.